Hey guys, the following video is brought to you by Heacock Classic Insurance. Make sure to stick around towards the end for some more information.
What is it about the Ford Mustang? It's just one of those cars that I guess from the first time I saw one, it just kind of caught my eye, just the style of them. I've had pretty much nothing but Mustangs and Ford products all my driving life, which has been 47 years now. Well, my name's Steve, and I've got my '84 Mustang LX with me, and I've had her since September of '08 when I bought her out of a man's backyard. She sat for over 10 years. A friend of mine told me the story of this little girl who sat in, he's now in a friend's backyard. She was charcoal gray originally, sun blistered and burnt, totally unprotected. And his wife got tired of seeing the car sitting in her backyard. So she contacted the salvage yard. I looked at the car and there was weeds about this tall all the way around her. Popped the hood, saw the 5.0 HO motor, and it's like, no, I can't let this girl go to salvage. And I looked inside, saw the Saline Recaro bucket seats. It's like, I definitely cannot let it go. I asked the gentleman what his wife was offered. He said 200. I said, I'll give you 300 as is right now. I don't care if the car starts or not. And he said, deal. So I drove the car basically 4 miles across town with no water and no brake pedal, using the e-brake only. I ended up pulling the engine, putting new gaskets and seals in it. I never opened it up to look at the head gaskets, never checked pistons, nothing. Put it back together. It has been running since September of '08 with the same basic engine. I've never modified other than putting a different intake, manifold, and carburetor, and a set of headers on it. This is the third time it's been painted this color combination. This is actually the fourth combination that I came up with. Nobody in their right mind would put a Mopar green on a Ford. It just proves that I'm not right. So, through my experience over the last 12 years with these Foxes, they are one of the easiest cars to ever work on. They're simple. Parts are readily accessible for them, and they're getting even more accessible now because the Fox Body is getting more popular now. If you plan on buying a Fox Body, buy it within the next 6 to 8 months because the value is coming up quick. If you go to NADA book value, this car is only worth about $2,500. But if you go sell it outright to a personal sale, you can pull anywhere up to $10,000 to $12,000, $15,000, depending on what you've done to this car. They're very easily modified. So everything breaks into sections. I can have the transmission out in this car and on the floor in less than 2 hours. It's just the way they're designed. The entire car weighs less than 3,000 pounds. So there's not a lot, not a lot to them, but yet they hold together. What is my favorite memory for this car? 3 years ago, I was invited to the first annual Midwest Fox Fest over in Omaha, Nebraska. Met this man on Facebook only. I never talked to him personally. He invited me to the Fox Fest, and I said I would love to come. Well, on the day that I got into Lincoln, Nebraska, which was the Friday before the show that year, I looked on I was heading east, and he was heading west with his car on the back of a wrecker. And I didn't realize it at the time, but he got his car back together that night, had it at the show that Saturday morning. He came up to me and looked at me. He says, man, I figured this whole show was a bust. I saw you heading east yesterday morning, and I just knew everything was going to work. Like, really? How did it make me feel? Really good. I mean, I can't really describe it. It's just one of those feelings where I'm so happy I could do that for you. It's just, it kind of just brings me to a little bit of tear because I'm happy I could do something like that for somebody. I've never even met the man, but I made his day. So
All right, Go to www.hecaughtclassic.com and you can get your own quote today to see how much you can save. Thanks for watching.